Hey guys, my name is Clive and welcome back to my channel. So on this video, I'm going to show you how you're going to convert your RICOH GRIII camera into a cinematic video camera that will give your videos that cinematic and filmic look. Now, before anything else, I just want to let you know that I am aware that the video quality of the RICOH GRIII camera is not well received and it's not that of great quality. In fact, there's quite a lot of reviews and negative comments about its poor performance and its quality. But today's content isn't about that. It's about showing you that the video feature of the RICOH GRIII camera is there for you to use. And I just wanted to show to you the quality and the sample videos that you will get if you're going to use the RICOH GRIII camera as a video camera. Now, before anything else, I'm just going to show you quickly the setup that I currently have when I'm using this camera as a video camera. Now, there are three products that I attach to the RICOH GRIII camera. Let's start first with the first one, which is the lens hood. So the lens hood is basically I bought from a third-party company, and you could directly buy it from RICOH GRIII camera, but it's more expensive. But for me, to be honest, I really don't mind. For me, it's a lot cheaper, this one that I have, but it does serve the purpose. So once you attach the lens hood to your GR3 camera, obviously you could add a lot of things to the hood. You could add an anti-filter, diffusion filter, or different lens filter that you could apply that would give you a different perspective, a different look to your videos and to your pictures. The second product that I have is a variable ND filter. Now, I didn't specifically buy this variable ND filter for my RICOH GRIII camera. I already have this and I've been using this ND filter with my other mirrorless camera, but obviously I don't want to spend another money, so I want to save money. So what I did for me to use this variable ND filter that I have, which is 77 millimeters, what I did is I bought a step-up ring, which is from 49 millimeters to 77 millimeters with the variable ND filter that I have. And what I did is just basically attach it here. And once you have that step-up ring, now you can attach your ND filter, which is very, very clever. Now, if you want to save money, you just buy a step-up ring and that will do the job for you. But obviously, if you don't have an ND filter yet, you can directly buy the 49 millimeters variable ND filter and you could directly attach it to your lens hood. The next part is I'm gonna talk to you the settings that I applied on my camera, on my GR3 camera, to my settings and to how I set up for the video. So for focus, initially I was shooting at autofocus, but I realized that that seemed to be the most logical way to do it, because I find it that the autofocus, it's just no consistency when it comes to focus. The camera keeps on picking up new things in front of the lens, and it tries to refocus. Like, it struggles to focus on the subject that I have for the shoot, that it ended up that there's quite a lot of the videos that ended up to be very blurry. So what I did, I changed the focus setting to manual focus, which is I highly recommend it because it's so easy to adjust the focus of your camera just by clicking onto the screen as to the area where you want it to focus, and it focuses directly and onto that area alone. So it doesn't keep on changing the area where you wanted it to focus. Now, for snap focus distance, I set it for 3.5 meters, and for focus peaking, I selected highlight edge, and for MF auto magnification, I turned that off. For AE metering, I choose multi-segment, and for ND filter, I chose that off. Now, I have already an external ND filter, so I didn't really need the internal one to be on. And to be honest, just my general observation with the internal ND filter, it feels like it's not there anyway because the step is just very low. So to me, turning on or off the ND filter, it didn't really make a massive impact to my pictures and to my videos, but it's up to you. You could turn it on, turn it off. It really doesn't matter. But because I've already have an ND filter, so for this specific shoot, I basically turn it off. So next one is white balance. So for the white balance for the shoot, I set it to Kelvin, and the temperature color is about 6500. So you could see that on this video it looks a bit on the warmer tone. So that is because I set it to 6500. The next part is white balance fine tuning. I turn that on. AWB in tungsten light, it's set to high, and obviously still/movie, this is for movie, I'm not taking pictures. For macro mode, I turn that off. And for the frame rate, now there's free frame rate for the RICOH GRIII camera. You have 24p, 30p, and lastly the 60 frames per second. So initially I shot it at 24p, but then I realized that you don't have much flexibility when it comes to slowing down a video. So my greatest suggestion is that if you're planning to slow down your videos at some point post-production, then I suggest you shoot it at 60 frames per second. For sound recording, you can turn it on or turn it off depending on what you're recording. Obviously, if you're vlogging or if you need some sound, then obviously you have to turn it on. But for me, I just left it on, to be honest. So for image control, I just applied standard. I did not apply the image control to my videos, but it's something that you might need to experiment. You could adjust or apply the color positive, the color negative, and the black and white to your videos. I think that's also a very cool idea. I can imagine already how your videos would look like if you apply the image control. But for me, I left it for standard, and I just did most of the color grading process post-production. Now for peripheral illumination correction, I left that on. Derange correction, I chose highlight correction as auto. And for movie SR, I left that on. Now movie SR basically gives your video more stabilization, but the general comment that I have with the RICOH GRIII camera is that it's very shaky. For still, it's very good, but once you start moving, especially on uneven surfaces, you could really see that the camera is shaky when it comes to its footages. It's less stable. And also when you're shooting handheld, it really does pick up on your hand movement. So a lot of the videos that you see on this content were basically stabilized post-production. Now, one of the greatest observations that I have when using the RICOH GRIII camera as a video camera is that it's really good when you're shooting outdoors, when there's plenty of sunlight, like very good lighting situation. You could really have a good video out of it. But once you start shooting in dark scenarios or low lighting situation, that's when you could really see that the camera, when you set it up to get more light, it uses the ISO higher, and then you get a little bit more noisy, more grainy kind of footage. Alright guys, so now I'm just going to talk you through the process on the editing of the videos. So the videos that you see on this content is basically edited using DaVinci Resolve. Now I have a vision in my mind that I'm gonna make a video that would look very vintagey, very homey, that's got the VHS type of feel to it, and that's what I'm trying to achieve on this video. Now there are several effects that I've added to this video. First, for the color, I've basically added a lot and also color graded it in a very kind of saturated look to make it look a bit very vintagey. The second effect that I've added to some of the clips on the subject is an effect called radial blur. So what it is basically adding kind of like a blurry effect around the subject to focus on the subject. And looking at the video now, it just gives you that very filmic kind of look. So I don't know if it works well for you, but to me, it kind of looks really cool and it gives you that very vintagey, very filmic type of look. And also for majority of the videos, I've corrected the stabilization and applied stabilization to the videos to make it more very smooth, very more professional, and very smooth transitions to videos. Now, just to add a little bit of perspective and different feel to videos, there's a certain clip that's shot in one go. And I basically spliced the videos in different parts. And in between the splices, I kind of enlarged the video, did a little bit of a close-up shot, cropped it really close, which it does make it look like it's very very expanded, and the ISO is really high, looks very grainy, but in some way it kind of looks very effective. It looks very kind of like homey, very vintagey kind of VHS type of look. And for me, my idea to this type of editing is I just wanted to have a different perspective rather than just having just one very focused shot. So there you have it, guys. That's how I converted and used my RICOH GRIII camera into a cinematic video camera. I hope this video will give you a bit of an insight and hopefully challenge you to start using the video feature of the RICOH GRIII camera. I mean, it's not really that bad. I don't think it's impossible to achieve incredible and stunning looks, or in fact filmic or kind of like cinematic looks to your videos. For me, if you're a creative person, regardless of whatever brand of camera or quality of camera you have, if you're given the challenge to literally just use that camera and you create something out of it, as a creative person, your talent, your vision, and your artistic style will shine through regardless of whatever camera you have on your hand. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you liked today's content, and I'm hoping that you will start seeing this camera into a different light, and maybe you wanted to try it out. So that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed today's content. Once again, my name is Clive. I shall see you next time on my next video. Goodbye.